Hi, I'm Tisha,
I'm Loren.
and this is the Open Booked podcast. Today, we are talking about the first book in the Knockemout series by Lucy Score, uh, Things We Never Got Over, right?
Yes,
I'm
I
like, I
had to
can
write
never
that
get the
down.
order right.
Yeah. Yep. Book number one. But what are you reading right now?
I have started the second book because they are so long, like
They're huge.
almost 600 pages, both of them. And then
Mhm.
I think the third one is too. But yeah, I'm reading the second one, and then I am also trying to finish up listening to the second Crescent City book too.
Ooh, good
So
stuff.
yeah.
I'm gonna need to do a reread of those when we decide to cover them because they're so big and I've read
Yeah.
so much. I'm like, okay, we're just gonna have to re-dive back into this.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure I'm missing a lot because, of course, I'm multitasking. So I'll definitely gain a lot more information in a second read.
Yeah, second reads are crucial, especially in fantasy.
Yeah.
Just gotta have that second look or just get on TikTok for that book after. I
Yeah.
love doing that and listening to all the theories. So yeah, girlies keep doing that. I live for it. So I
Especially
just
with
finished.
new books coming out in the series.
Yes, theories
Yeah.
of what they think's gonna happen, foreshadowing. There's a lot of stuff that I don't catch, and then when someone says something about it, I think, oh, I
Yeah.
remember when that, and then it sparks me down this thinking black hole of this
Oh.
theory. Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I love that. See,
What are
that's
you
why book
reading?
clubs are fun.
Yeah.
I finished The Vicious Lost Boys within 24 hours.
I told you it's so good.
Okay, it's good. Hot take. I'm not a why choose girl. It's not a trigger. It doesn't trigger me. It's just not. I'm just gonna say it's not my cup of tea. I like very much a touch her and die. Who did this to you? Single man attention.
Yeah.
I my coochie was hurting reading this book for this
Yes. Like some of the scenes, I'm just
girl.
like,
Yeah.
how's that even possible?
And honestly, the brothers, I was like, what? It's the same vibes I got from Credence, okay? I've talked about Credence before. When you have brothers, I just can't understand a sibling situation where you are. It's not incest, but it's. I mean,
It's just weird. Yeah.
it's weird. But I mean, the storyline, the fun take on Disney that the crocodile was a guy, not an actual
Yes.
crocodile. I thought it was fun, for sure.
Yeah.
It just, the why choose is not my favorite trope. That's all.
Yeah.
I didn't hate them by any means. They were good, but it's I said, I was physically hurting thinking
Yes.
about what this poor girl was going through. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It was
Anyways,
wild. I was like, oh my gosh. But okay.
talk about Pound Town, that treehouse, man.
That was wild.
Yeah. But it was good. All in all, I
Yeah.
think there's gonna be more. By the way that it ended, I think Crocodile's got a little love
Yeah.
thing cooking up.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm now reading Funny Story by Emily Henry.
Okay. Yeah.
It's one of the newer ones. I honestly kind of got in a bit of a reading slump. I know,
Mhm.
I've had a lot of life lately, and I
Yes.
just haven't been able to get into anything. I started the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I don't have time to read paper, but I've heard it's real spicy, and by the cover, people are like, "Wait, this is actually spicy." I haven't gotten to that part. Kind like I said, in a slump. I was on Spotify listening to music, and I don't know if you guys know this or if we've talked about it, but if you have Spotify Premium, you get so many hours a month of free books. And the books are really good, popular books. It's not obscure ones on
Mm-hmm.
Audible. It's really big books from big publishers. And Emily Henry recommended for you Funny Story, which is her newest one. and I'm devouring it. It's really cute. I think she has a good storytelling vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I'll probably finish that tomorrow. But yeah, no, it's cute so far.
I'm trying to think. I know at least one, but I'm trying to think of which one it was, if not two.
I for sure read Happy Place.
I read Book Lovers.
I have not
That
read
one
that
was
one
really
yet.
cute.
I have it, but I don't. Yeah, me turning around to look at my shelf. I have People We Met on Vacation and Beach Read both on my shelf right now.
Okay.
And I have not read them yet. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry for the back of my head view, y'all. I just had to like peruse real quick. We have some news in the book release world this week, and I'm really excited to show one of them off.
Yeah.
Look at these sprays, like the dragons.
They're so cute.
If you're not on video, go to YouTube and look. This is Fourth Wing. This is the first paperback version. I pre-ordered it like the second I heard about it. It has these
dragons all over the edges. And they're so cute. I love them.
Things. I have not read the bonus chapter yet. My husband
so he stole it.
He literally, I got it in the mail, and my husband has started reading some of the really popular series to have something to talk to me about, I think. He has actually always liked books and stuff, but he loves Fourth Wing, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and ACOTAR, okay? And this came in the mail, and he saw it, and was like, oh, bonus chapter? Psh. Read it. He was laughing out loud, so I'm gonna hopefully get to it at some point. But yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And then Elena from Morbid. Love Morbid. Morbid. It's actually the first podcast I ever really started listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Her second thriller. It's the sequel to The Butcher and the Wren. I think it's called The Butcher Game. It came out this week as well. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh yeah. Hit the camera. Calm down, Lauren. The Butcher Game. Anyways, yeah, exciting book releases. Yeah, there's all sorts of releases. There's TV shows.
Yeah.
Have you watched
I watched The Perfect Couple with Nicole Kidman, and it was really cute.
List.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you guess it? I talked to a couple people that were like, they were totally shocked, but they weren't like big book readers. And I assumed book readers would be able to figure it out. Yeah,
I kind of guessed it. Like, she weirded me out in the beginning, so I was like, okay, I think that's it.
Yeah.
But I was still like, I was like between two. I was like, was it her? Was it not? Was it him? I don't know. But yeah, like, I think there's 5 or 6 episodes, and I think in the 4th episode, I was like, okay, I got it.
I think I've seen so many TikTok videos about the dance and how like the director very last day was like, okay, I need you guys all to do this dance. And then people were like calling their agents, Nicole Kidman included, like pissed. No, I'm not kidding. Look up the videos. People were pissed. The guy who is the older guy who plays Sabretooth, do you know his name in real life? He was like pumped about it and like learned the choreography. It was like, yes, let's go. And like everyone else was super pissed.
That's
because
wild.
It wasn't planned. Yeah, and they were like, we're not doing, and then they ended up doing it, and they were like, oh my gosh, it's been such a huge hit. Like, everyone loves the dance.
I mean,
I've seen the video. It's cool.
Yeah, it's the whole beginning of every episode. So, like, it's big, and people are noticing it.
Yeah, and people are, like, doing the dance now on TikTok. I'm like, the director was a genius for doing that, and I'm glad they ended up all working it out. But
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's based on a book I have not read, but maybe I should, now that I have faces for the characters.
Yeah, I love being able to, like, put the two together. I'm like, okay, yeah.
When Dune came out, I read the Dune book, and then as I was reading it, I hadn't watched the movie. I was Googling the cast so that I could put the names to everything, and I kind of have a hot take on that. I did not love Dune, the movies or the book. Like,
I didn't either.
I literally fell asleep during the second one.
Yeah, I couldn't get into them. And there's so much back and forth and detail. And I'm just like, my brain can't right now. Like, maybe another day, maybe, next year. But right now, I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah, no, I like fantasy too. Like I'm a big Star Wars girly, and most people who are Star Wars are like Dune and Star Trek and like all these things that I like, but I'm like, Dune's just not doing it for me.
Mm-mm.
But
Nope.
yeah, also The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives came out. And I'm gonna say a disclaimer, I have no hate on Mormons whatsoever, or any religion really. I
Mm-hmm.
just find this very fascinating considering I
It
did
is.
not grow up in this community. So I learned a lot. I haven't watched it yet, but I've learned a lot from TikTok already. I knew
Yeah.
what soaking was. Did you know?
I think I saw something about it somewhere, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
Do you want me to tell you right now?
Sure. I'm scared.
You may have to edit this out. Okay, so, they don't believe in sex before marriage.
Yeah.
So, a man and a woman, when they love each other, a man and a woman want to have sex, right? So
Uh-huh.
they get in a position, I don't know, I'm assuming missionary, and insert, but they think the friction is sex. So they have a third person shaking the bed.
Oh my God.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm not making this up.
What
True
the
story.
fuck?
So, and then also they have like the soft swinging, which I think that's what the main girl in the show is like the most known for. I saw her on TikTok like in 2020, like being like this hot young mom and saying these other girls were her kids when they weren't. Do you remember that? She was like, "This is my 17-year-old," and she's like obviously not old enough to have a 17-year-old.
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
But that's what, this drama all is, a soft swinger club. I didn't realize there's soft heart. I just thought swingers were swingers, but,
Yeah. I feel like if you're sleeping with somebody else's spouse, that's swinging. Like I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, learned a lot. The most interesting thing that I have learned, and I don't know if you know this or not, a lot of people, this isn't just in Mormon culture, this is in very religious culture. Again, no hate. I grew up in a very religious house. I did not think this, but apparently some do. Okay. They think that because they have no base, they've been so sheltered from secular movies and anything, they think that sex has something to do with your belly button. So there's a girl who actually came from being a Mormon. I don't know if she still is or if she like converted to something else. She wrote a book about like when her and her husband got married. They both thought it had something to do with belly buttons, so they were like trying to, because they're told babies come from
The belly.
yeah. And I just, it's funny, but also I'm like, that is so sad. I compared it to animals. Have you never like driven by a cow or had dogs? Like you would think we're animals ultimately, right? Like
Yeah.
as a kid, I understood the concept from being around cows and dogs and animals.
Yeah. Like you can see it literally driving by sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
But I watched like normal movies.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's in everything. But I'm like, is that people? It's sad.
Yeah, and I really feel like that's where a lot of more intense religions kind of fail their women, is because they don't know what normal is or like what average is. So they tend to go extreme. So, or they just decide, like, what was that show I watched last week? Keep Sweet, Pray, and Obey, about Warren Jeffs, where he had like 63 wives, some of them like 12.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he married girls as young as 12, and that's why he's rotting in prison right now, thankfully. But yeah, it's insane and disgusting. Yeah. So I'm like, I feel like that's where the negative connotation for the Mormon culture especially comes from, is because of the extremists like that. Yeah. But, Sister Wives did so well, and like it's so intriguing to see, different ways of living. That's why like 19 Kids and Counting is so popular, or was so popular before Josh. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's intriguing just to see how other people live, but also like people like Warren Jeffs and like the freaking Secret Lives of Mormon Wives like make the religion out to be much worse than it is. But I can also see it's very disturbing and disruptive to women because they're not taught what is healthy and what is right,
Yeah.
other than obey your husband. And
Yeah.
sometimes your husband's fucked up in the head and he wants to marry 7 kids and wants to really abuse his spouses. Like, it's fucking wild.
Yeah. That is insane.
And I don't feel like that's what religion should be.
No, exactly.
But what do I know?
Well, yeah, what do we know? I was getting my tattoo last night, and I was talking to my tattoo guy about I have a tattoo from the show Supernatural that in the show is supposed to be like the anti-demon possession tattoo. It's not. I don't have it for any religious purpose other than I thought it was cool and I liked the show a lot. My husband got it. I got it. It was just a fun thing we did together. And I was telling him, because he did it and was asking, how it was or whatever. And I was telling him we've literally been in instances where people will see it, because mine's on my back, his is on his chest. So we're like on a catamaran or on vacation or something. And people are like, are you guys devil worshippers? And he was like, do you just troll them and be like, yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Why? And I was like, no, Jesse will troll people like that. Like when people ask him why he's bald, he will be like, I have cancer. Why are you an asshole? Because he can't help it. It's just people are assholes and he just wants to make them feel like shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm just so shocked that half the time I don't even know why they're asking me that, because I forget that I have the tattoo. And the tattoo isn't even like a pentagon. It's like the almost like the Jewish star.
Yeah.
It's not even the satanic. It's not upside. It's like not even the same thing. If you know what it is, it's like flames around a star, and it's supposed to mean you can't be possessed by a demon. And I'm just like, there's so many extremists that like see that and think like, oh, I grew up in a very religious household. I went to a Christian school. I consider myself a Christian, but I'm like, who the fuck are you to ask me about my tattoo like that? Like, I don't know. It's just extreme people in any religion.
Oh, yeah.
Just give them a bad name. And I just say, good people are good people. I don't care what you do, who you like. Be nice to people, and you're fine.
And don't hurt kids.
Don't hurt kids. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
You hurt a kid.
Yeah.
Dead.
Speaking of kids.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Matt and Abby.
Oh God, I forgot about that even.
Wait, what were you going to talk about?
Diddy.
We got TTT this week, y'all. Are we even going to get to the book?
Maybe.
Okay, Diddy or Matt and Abby first? I don't know.
Let's do Matt and Abby.
Okay, so Matt and Abby, if you guys have not seen it, there is a bunch of TikTok people coming at them. So if you don't know who they are, they're a couple that got super popular on TikTok. They ended up getting married, I have always followed them. I thought they were kind of funny. They would do like the dances, and he would surprise her. It was just one of those cute couple things, relatable content. And they now are married and have 2 children. And one is 1 and one is 2. They've recently gone on a cruise with their family. And they like to post little hacks, parent hacks, how-tos, things like that, which, great, we love it. Kids were apparently having trouble in daycare. I'm going to try to condense this and make it short. Kids were not loving the daycare. Okay, number 1, what kid wants to go to daycare? Sorry, send them. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not a parent. I guess I can't have an opinion. But this part I have an opinion on, whether I'm a parent or not. They thought that the solution to this was, we have 2 separate rooms. I don't know why they have 2 separate rooms. That kind of made me think weird in the first place. And let's put one kid in one room, one kid in the other room, put up baby monitors, and FaceTime ourselves while we leave this 1 and 2-year-old in separate rooms, unattended, so we can go to dinner by ourselves. And posted it as a hack.
So I saw one of their parents was on the trip with them.
Yes, they had family with them that were not at dinner.
Yeah, that could have kept the kids, but didn't want to or didn't get asked. I don't know. But how fucking irresponsible and selfish and like so many things do you have to be to leave your children under 2 in separate rooms and just think it's okay? Like,
yeah. The thing that blows my mind is that this wasn't even hidden and got like covered up and then found out. This was them posting it, telling on themselves, thinking that this was okay. They are so delulu that they thought, and here's the best part. I'm sure their media people came at them and was like, hey, you guys need to do. The video they posted, I did not believe for one fucking second.
Yeah. And I think that was a lot of people.
Yeah, their main point in that video was, we are thankful for all of the people that are so concerned about our children. That was like their main point. Their point was not, they said they didn't leave the kids alone, which I find hard to believe after they posted it themselves that they did. Yeah. And have you been on a cruise, haven't you? Mm-mm. No, okay. We were gonna go, but fuck COVID, you know?
Yeah.
So, I have been on cruises, okay? I know how long it takes, no matter where your room is, to get anywhere on that boat. If you saw your baby choking on something, I guarantee you minimum 5. And that is if you run up and down the stairs. You don't have to wait for an elevator. You know exactly where you're going and you don't hit a crowd. I mean, minimum 5 minutes, probably more close to 10. Like if I'm at the pool and I have to go to the bathroom, I want to go back to my room, right? And it will take me, I know when I'm feeling, okay, I'm going to go now because it's going to take me 10 minutes to get to the room. Yeah.
And I mean, if they were choking and it took you that long to get there, that's brain damage or death. Like there's no coming back from that. Like what if it had happened and then they would be posting about how sad they are that they lost their child, obviously, and expecting sympathy, but it's like, you're the fucking moron that put yourself in that situation for it to happen. 100%. Like, why?
Yeah. Insane. I can't make it make sense.
No. And it's like, even if they did it as just a stunt and it wasn't real, they didn't leave the kids, not all publicity is good publicity. Like, I don't care what they say. Just because people are talking about you is not a good thing.
Yeah.
And I hope people like unfollowed them or stopped whatever support they were giving them because of this. Because like, if you reward this, how much more extreme are they going to go the next time?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. And in the other end of things, they got Diddy's ass.
Finally.
The court that arrested him, I read, has like a 95 to 98% conviction rate. So like he's going down. Yeah. Did you hear about all the details?
I heard there were thousands of bottles of lube and Freak Off. I don't know what the fuck that means, if that's like a brand or whatever, but Freak Off supplies.
I know what the Freak Off is. I can opine on that if you want.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay.
So the lube and such, sexual lubricant plus baby oil, they used for freak offs. So freak offs, they would use the word victim, but he's getting charged for sex trafficking. So I'm assuming it's people he trafficked. But he would heavily drug them, ketamine, all sorts of stuff. Ketamine was just the one I remembered off the top of my head. And he would hire sex workers. Mm-hmm. And put everyone in hotel rooms. He would have people that are now being arrested as well on his crew that would prepare all these rooms, set up video, take all of the lube and oil for the freak off. Then he would call it a freak off and he would make them do sexual acts, and if they didn't, he would give them more drugs or beat them. There's like one video, I don't think they've released it, but it was mentioned, where he like kicked a girl, drug her by her hair, like it was on video him abusing her for either not doing the sexual act he wanted or what. But half of these people were hired, half of the people were victims, and they were all videoed for blackmail. So he would video everything and say, if you tell anyone, I'm taking you down. Or he would tell them, I'll make you rich, I'll make you famous, like super manipulator stuff. But he would call those like 2-day sexathons freak-offs. Rape-a-thons, really, that's what it sounds like to me. But
yeah.
that's been going on forever apparently, but 2016 I think is when they have like the video from it or something.
Yeah, they said they had like 2 terabytes, which is like 10,000 hours worth of video.
Yeah. I feel like, so bad for the person.
What else did you do with your time?
Nothing, apparently.
Yeah. Did you ever watch that movie with him and Jonah Hill and Russell Brand, Get Him to the Greek?
Maybe that sounds familiar. Probably, it's from like the early 2000s, right?
Yeah. I just watching that and seeing the way he acted in that, I was kind of turned up by all 3 of them, because not long after that or maybe it was when it was happening, Russell's divorce from Katie, and then Jonah Hill I just didn't love that. Like, he's funny, whatever, but I mean, obviously we've seen he's a piece of shit after his relationship, and he's super controlling. But yeah, I was really turned off on all 3 of them then by that movie, and I was like, well, no loss there, not seeing any of their content or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of fits. And then I saw today, because Haley, Brandy, and I have a group text about it, and they said Keefe D has confessed he was hired by P. Diddy for $1 million to kill Pac in a police interrogation.
No.
Yeah.
He killed Tupac.
Yeah.
I've always thought Diddy had something to do with it.
Oh, 100%.
What about Notorious B.I.G.? Is he involved in this?
I don't know. I'll have to send you the interview with Gene Deal. He's Diddy's former bodyguard, but it's like 2 hours long. And he talks about how something happened at some party that they were all at. He wasn't working for Diddy at the time, but after that event, he was like, I don't fuck with Diddy anymore. Like, we're done. I don't care. I don't want his money. His money's not good money. And then something happened, and he got basically contracted by another company and still ended up working for Diddy. And he was like, fuck my life, man.
Yeah.
And then there was like a shootout, and somebody else got shot, and then they came back and they were like, something's got to change. Like, we can't keep having these battles or whatever and shootouts. Either Biggie's got to die, Pac's got to die, or Diddy's got to die. And then it was 2 weeks later, and Pac was shot, and he's like, damn, because somebody had like tipped him off and said, hey, like, you need to lay low because somebody's out to get you tonight. Like, it's going to happen. And Gene was trying to convince Diddy to like stay home. Like, don't go to this club because somebody's coming after us tonight. And he was like, no, man, don't worry about it. Because he knew he had already sent somebody after Pac. And he said, so I knew every time Diddy told me, don't worry about it, somebody was going to die. Yeah,
I read something. Maybe it's the same guy. Is he the one who's like citing interviews and stuff from like witnessing things in a lawsuit? Is that the same guy?
Maybe.
Because I read something when this first was coming out, like when they were raiding his houses, about someone who either used to work for him or was in the circle or something. And he would like make people in the rap industry do things so that he could blackmail them. And he would like video it and stuff. And there was an actual incident like at the recording studio where he shot someone in a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
and they like have this person that you called. He said the name, I can't remember. And the person would come and clean up everything, cover it up with the cops, all that, and then you would just move on like nothing happened. I don't
Yeah.
remember 100% all the details of that, but that was like the gist of it. And I'm like, wow, so the shit we see in movies is like real life.
Oh, 100%. Like they put it right in front of us and just act like it's fake and we eat it up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think because we hope that nobody would ever be that fucking deranged. And yet we are proved time and time again that people are fucked in the head. Like how, that's what I told Brandy last night. I was like, how fucked in the head do you have to be to, one, do that to another person, and two, get off on it? Like,
Yep.
fucked up.
Never will I understand people who are like that. As much as I try and love true crime and listen, and I just will never understand it because that's not how my brain works. I just had to like realize that I'm never gonna fully understand the mind of a psycho person.
Yeah, and it's like I would almost be scared if I did understand.
Yes.
Like, fuck, I'm fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
if I can like relate to them and be like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That checks out. No, it does not check out, actually. But, okay, maybe we could talk about something other than horrific people.
Horrific things. Yeah.
Horrific people, horrific things. I got some really, really exciting news this morning, to the point I'm not an emotional girl. I'm not a big crier. I literally text my husband, I think I want to cry. I have breaking news. He's freaking out. This is for my concert people, okay? We know we have some concert listeners here. The band Cross Canadian Ragweed is allegedly back together, okay? Here's the deets. They have not posted on Facebook since 2011. Mm-hmm. They posted about their last shows and said they were going to keep the page active to let everyone know what was going on with the guys, okay? There has been nothing since that post at all. Same profile picture, same everything. They still have all their followers. They keep it active, like I said, but they have not posted anything. Cody Canada, who's the front man, has had his own solo Red Dirt career, okay? It's not nearly as successful, but people know him. He has a very distinct voice. Yesterday, they decided to update their profile picture. Okay, why would you do that? Okay, they update their profile picture. When you go to their profile and go to their website, all it says is a red flag and 2025. So everyone thinks we have a tour. Yes! Okay, if you get it and you know, you know. If you don't, go listen to Cross Canadian Ragweed and you'll thank me later.
Yes.
So, there's some good news.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
That is my husband's
CCR.
favorite record. Yeah. Funny story about them. My husband texted me like a year or two ago and was like, I've been on a real CCR kick. And I was like, oh, I love CCR, which I love Cross Canadian Ragweed. But there's also an old school band called Creedence Clearwater Revival. And I was like, man,
what?
Okay, we got a Full Moon Rising. Yeah. And he's like, no, I mean like Alabama. No. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I like them too. But miscommunication.
Not the same, but it's close.
Yeah. We love them both. Yes. Anyways. Bicycles and Barbecue is in town. It is one of the biggest motorcycle rallies in the entire country. It's great for our economy.
Yeah.
And it is a mile from my house. So, yeah. And we're selling candles at it. Bikers hopefully will buy skull candles.
Yeah.
Or regular candles or leather candles. I got
or just people who go to look at the bikes and live locally and they're like, hey, I love a candle. It's fall.
Yes. It's fall, y'all.
Yes.
So my market girly is there as we speak. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain your next note on our on our notes for this? I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm really excited.
Oh, okay. So I get on TikTok yesterday and I'm like, what is this person talking about? And she, like, as I just saw, like, literally, the still of it, and it shows like all of the hashtags and it says, what the fuck is wrong with Nutter Butter? And I was like, what? And then something happened and like, another video loaded and I couldn't get back to it. I was like, what the fuck? So I just searched Nutter Butter. And you guys, Nutter Butter's TikTok is unhinged. Like we know and we love Wendy's. They're fucking savage. They're hilarious. They go after all the other big brands whenever they post something and they're like, hey, we could do it better or whatever. So it's just funny. But Nutter Butter is unhinged. Like, think of like Adult Swim on Cartoon Network.
What? I'm pulling it up right now.
It is wild and some of it's creepy, and something is happening on my birthday this year. They posted a video. I'll have to link it or like put it in here, but it shows it shows October 21st, and then I want to say it's like 10:21 time too, and something is happening. Like, we can't figure it out, but
literally, I'm trying to look at a video and it says like sensitive.
yes, yes.
Okay,
and it's kind of creepy. I think that's the one. Maybe
it is.
Yeah, that's the one that has like a countdown, and it's my freaking birthday. So something is happening in 3 weeks.
And you have to like enter this code, and there's this creepy guy. Y'all, yeah, we need the link.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Are they hacked by a demon?
That's what I said. And like, there's videos of like shrimp on top of a Nutter Butter, and it's wild. Like,
what are they doing?
I don't even know.
They have 4 million likes.
Yeah, it's wild. And somebody's like, I mean, it's been like this for a long time, just nobody pays attention to it. But somebody caught wind of it, and now the whole internet's lost their minds because it's like, what the fuck is happening?
Help me pop up. What the?
Yeah, so their marketing is deranged.
What Gen Z motherfuckers doing this?
Yeah. When someone says they like putting Nutter Butter on a frozen bagel more than you. And this is over a year ago, like 18 months ago. Like,
who puts Nutter Butter on a bagel?
Nobody. And then there's one of, somebody shoving their somebody shoving their foot in a crock with, I don't know what that is. I'm hoping peanut butter, but why? So just go look up Nutter Butter on TikTok. It's not Nutter Butter official. It's official Nutter Butter. It's like verified and everything. 564,000 followers. They've got 388 videos. Like, it is deranged. Like,
I will never be the same.
No, I'm traumatized right now. I know Adult Swim was weird and I wasn't allowed to watch it. And then once I was allowed to watch it, I just wasn't interested. I was like, this is fucking weird. I just couldn't.
Wait.
So
the thing is, I can't even make it make sense. It's
no.
not like you're sexualized. It's like
it's just weird shit.
It almost is like a 2-year-old steals your phone and clicks a bunch of shit. That's what this is.
And just puts it all together. Yeah. It's like some shit some 10-year-old boys would make.
Exactly. How can I not get a candle video to go viral? But they literally have 18,000 views on this. So, can you guys see that?
There's a glare.
It says, I fear, and has a Nutter Butter. That's it. 18,000 likes.
Yeah, I don't. It's like, did they pay for something so early on that now they just have a fuck ton of followers, or what? I don't know.
I wonder if it's like some sort of, I'm getting like Wayfair trafficking vibes. Why do I think the worst of everything?
Right?
Okay. What
That's
the
my whole
fuck?
life.
Oh my god, we've talked shit for 40 minutes.
I know, it's wild.
Maybe we should talk about the book now. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. Okay.
Trigger warnings.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm gonna have to put them like strongly at the beginning. Like, we talk about some fucked up stuff today. Like,
yeah.
Sorry. But
injury.
Kidnapping.
Yep.
Shooting.
Yep.
Drug use, alcohol abuse, loss, not in the book, but depicted from the past. Like talked about, obviously,
Spiky.
sex. It's spiky. It's spiky. It's spicy.
It's spiky.
It's
spiky. That's our thing now. Sorry.
Why are you so spiky?
How many spikes is this? 1 to 5.
What else happened in this book? I feel like a lot.
A lot. I think that covers the triggers, though.
Child neglect.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Also, spoilers for the whole book. And have you read the bonus chapter? The bonus epilogue?
Wait.
I think I sent it to you, like the
I don't
link
know
of it.
If my book has the...
It doesn't have it, but at the end, it has a link like on her website that you can go to and get a bonus chapter.
I don't know.
Well,
you can talk about it. It's okay. Because I read the other one, so it can't be that much of a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Overall, what'd you rate it on spikes? No, I'm just kidding. Stars.
Spikes. 5 stars. I love it.
Too.
I love the whole series.
Yeah, this is not my favorite book in the series. Not that I don't like it at all. Yeah. I definitely have another one that's a favorite. Might be right there. Anyways, I don't know if you can see it. But I see it behind you though. My favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's your favorite too. But it was, I liked it. I gave it 5 stars as well. This is one of my first books that I read getting into the book community. It came highly recommended, and I really just fell in love with the town of Knockemout, you know?
Yeah.
Good little book, or good little town. I don't want to say little book because they're huge.
Yeah, they're...
They're thick. Oh, that's the second.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so what was your favorite part about the book?
I would say... why can't I even think of her name? I just want to call her Daisy.
I just call her Daisy as well. Daisy, we know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Just her kind of finding herself, like finding her community. Naomi, yes. Just like she ran away from what should have been the perfect life, and she found herself in this kind of backwoods small town and found her people, like her whole community. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too. My favorite, if I had to say, not like a thing of the book, but favorite part of the book, what is the well, not necessarily. I like honky tonk.
Yeah.
I just like the camaraderie there. I like the period goodies.
Code Red.
Code Red. Like, I just think that's so funny. And I just want to go to honky tonk and party one night, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that's I really like that. I just picture a small town bar, but you know, I'm from a small town, and it definitely does not. It's not like that. I like small towns in books.
Yeah.
It's not like that in real life. It's all drama and cliques and shit talking each other.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody's business. Kind of like in the book, but yeah.
But theirs is in like a loving, helpful way, I feel like.
Yeah.
What was your least favorite part about the book?
The beginning. Just because like she just walks in this place so unaware, and everybody's like, fuck you, get out. Like,
yeah. Tina, you fat lard, go get some dinner. Sorry.
Yeah, and he storms in, he's like, I thought I told you not to come back in here. She's like, I'm not Tina, but thanks.
Yeah. I'll take my coffee now, bitch. Yes. Please, thank you. Yeah. Also, weird thought, maybe I'm the weird one. Tell me if I am. I have never been in an instance where it's 100 degrees and my nipples just pop out. Am I weird, or was that weird?
That was weird.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm like, I get it, especially if it's cold. But
Yeah.
I'm like, it's 100 degrees, and you just saw this man that looks like a Viking, so your nipples pointed out.
You're just like, okay, I'm aroused. So.
Yeah. That was just a little note about the beginning for me. I agree, that was my least favorite part of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved the dog.
Yes, Waylon.
Waylon. Love him. Who's your favorite character?
Oh.
Don't spoil. If you say who your favorite character is in this one, it'll spoil for another book, right?
No, I think in this one, I think it was Liza J.
Love her.
Yeah.
I agree. She gets off Coho side character that you love vibes.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's so many side characters in this, like Steph and Liza J, and even Amanda and the dad. I can't ever remember his name.
Yeah.
And Sloane and Lena, like they all just work.
I like Sloane.
Yeah.
I just give, librarian vibes, I love it.
And Waylay. I mean,
Waylay.
She's fun. But also, what the fuck is that name? Like, Tina should have been kicked in the cooter for naming her child that.
Kick her in the cooter! Oh my god. Jesse and I watched this side story. Jesse and I watched this movie once where this girl and guy hooked up in a cemetery, and this creepy cemetery keeper came the next morning, and her dress was like up, and they woke up and looked, and he was like, "Cooter's out," and the way he said it. So Jesse and I will walk around the house and be like, "Cooter's out."
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, you find people naked passed out in a cemetery or whatever, and you say, "Cooter's out." Okay. In this book, who's your least favorite character?
Tina.
Tina, you fat lord!
Fucking Tina. Or Hugo. Either one. They're both pieces of shit.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. Ooh, this is one of my favorite questions. Fan cast.
I was thinking of somebody.
To be Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Tattoos.
Yeah, so I don't know why my brain did this, but all I picture when I think of Viking is Hopper.
Hopper from
From Stranger Things.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
From Stranger Things?
I haven't watched Stranger Things. I'm not against it. I just, time.
What is his name? David Harbour. Like, this guy's not overly attractive to me, but like just the cop vibe, like that's the vibe I got. Which he's not even a cop, but
you got a cop vibe from Knott's, not Nash?
Yes.
Okay, I definitely disagree with this strongly. I'm going Chris Hemsworth because he's supposed to be like smoking hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, would we obligatory have to cast Liam as Nash? Because they're actual
brothers. Yeah.
Or the Amell brothers, you know who I'm talking about? The guy who plays Green Arrow. I don't know his full name. Actor who plays Arrow. Can
you hear Goose outside the door?
No.
He's whining. Aww.
Okay, Stephen Amell could be not.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and then Robbie Amell could be Nash. Well, who's hotter in the books?
I think Nash.
Viking or sexy ass?
I think Nash.
Nash.
What do they call him? Like officer?
Sexy ass. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so I'm thinking the Amell brothers for the Morgan boys.
Yeah.
Now, who plays Lucian? Top tier. Has to be top Top tier.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anybody that's like
Ian Somerhalder.
see it.
Supposed to be tall, dark, and handsome, right?
Yeah, I'm like maybe James Marsden
Let me Google him. I forgot what he looks like.
or Jamie Dornan
Jamie Dornan.
that played Christian Grey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could see.
He gives off like
rich.
the rich and the like secretive. Yeah, I think that fits for Suit Daddy for sure.
I love that you called him Suit Daddy. Okay, let's see who the internet wants. No, a lot of people said Ian Somerhalder, actually. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm feeling it. People want the guy who played the devil in Lucifer.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, for Knox, this is actually a better choice. It's the guy. Have you watched Battleship?
I don't think so.
Okay. Did you watch True Blood?
No.
I can't say his last name, or I would say it. I'm gonna show you the picture. He's actually.
Is it Alexander Skarsgård?
Yes. People say him for Knox.
Yeah, I could go with that. If he grows his hair out, what the fuck is that?
That must have been for a movie. That is not how I've seen him. Shame it all.
Like that could be Knox.
Yeah, with tattoos.
Yeah.
Oh, people say Robert Pattinson? No, sorry. I'm vetoing that. People said Chris Pine. I think he's getting a little old now. Sorry.
Yeah, I was looking at Chris Pine too. But I would think Chris Pine would be more like Nash.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Than Knox or Lucy.
Yeah. Okay, what about the girls? We spent so much time fan casting the guys. Naomi, I kind of get like Lucy Hale. No. That's more librarian Sloane. Lucy Hale.
Sloane?
But Sloane's supposed to be blonde, right?
I can never remember hair colors.
She's blonde. I know Lena's dark hair.
Dark? I thought one of them was like dyed red. Like a auburn color.
I think that might actually be Naomi.
Okay.
Right. I don't even know. The girls is stumps me.
You know who would actually be like funny and hot for Naomi? J Law.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she could do it.
And then like Mila Kunis for Lena.
Okay, I could see that too. All right, now we need a Sloane.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, yep.
Or Emma Watson.
Oh,
They're both beautiful.
Yeah.
And both could give library-esque vibes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Emma Watson is the Hermione Granger and the Belle, okay?
Yeah.
Check. Okay, all right. Do you think, we've talked about a couple of times how long the book is. Do you think it could have been shorter, or was everything like the way you liked it?
I think it was just right. I think if you took out any of the details, it would have missed something. Like you wouldn't have had the same connection with any of them. Like I feel like you kind of needed that build up to their relationship and connection, and you needed all of the details to get to know all of these people and kind of fall in love with them like she did.
The angst.
Yeah.
Give me the angst.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of the questions I had, we kind of naturally talked through in conversation. So, anything else you want to add, or any quotes or anything you?
I think my favorite quote was from her dad, and where is it? He's like, do you think I deserved her mom? No, I work every day to be someone who could deserve her though. Like, and that's what you need to do, basically, is what he was telling Knox, because he had, called it off and was like, I can't do this. I'm not good enough for her, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm not good enough for her mom, but, I try my best every day to be a person that could deserve her. So I love that.
Sweet moment. Her parents are wholesome. And Liza J.
Yeah. Wholesome, but also really inappropriate. Her mom was always like, that ass though.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's funny how Nash was into it.
Yeah. In the epilogue, after they're like engaged, because he was like, we're getting married. There's no way around it. Like, we're getting married, and he's like, the only thing I want out of this wedding, like, you can have it as big or as small as you want. You can have a huge dress, expensive dress, whatever, and Wei can have 10 dresses if she wants. He's like, my only request is that you have daisies in your hair. And I was like, oh, so sweet.
Okay, I have read the epilogue because I did know that.
Well, that's the regular epilogue. So the
okay.
additional epilogue, they bring home their daughters because they ended up like not being able to have kids on their own, and they like surprise everybody at home, and they're like, oh man, like I wish we had told everybody, but we also kind of wanted to give them time to settle. And Waylay is like, well, actually, I told everybody we had a secret and they needed to meet us here. So like they open the door to their own house and everybody's there, and they're like, what's going on? And then everybody starts screaming like they're dying, and it's babies.
Yes, I did read that.
Yeah,
Waylay the troublemaker always.
Yes,
her name's Waylay for a reason. She needs to get waylaid sometimes.
Yeah, I love that her that little charm on her shoe was like the key to everything.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah, she's like, well, I kind of wanted to fuck with mom, and like, she chopped off all my hair, so I stole her big payday. Love it, and I'm gonna dive into the next one tonight, and hopefully get it and all my trainings done tomorrow and the next day, and then be ready for the next recording.
Yes, Knockemout number 2.
Yes.
Maybe we'll get to talk about it more because we won't spend 45 minutes discussing other people's drama on the internet.
Hopefully. Yeah.
We'll see. People got enough drama for the whole world to be entertained.
Much. Yeah, we could go on for hours.
Yep.
All right, I think that's all I've got.
Me too. I think we're ready to roll.
All right. Everybody go follow our socials. Open booked on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We do post the most on TikTok and Instagram, so maybe we'll get better or just have more energy to post more on Facebook in the new year. So we'll see. But yeah, go follow those, and then be sure to subscribe because we put out new episodes every week, even when it's hard. We make it work.
We made it work.
Yeah. I think that's it. So we will catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.